So, I have some devastating news for my fans. I, along with everyone else in Breadtube, are CIA. I know. It's sad. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry to be the one to drop this on you now, but finally, the Gray Zone and Jimmy Dore have exposed me and my fake socialist CIA colleagues for the excellent grift that we are doing, which are actually acting as CIA stooges here to undermine the revolution. And by revolution, I mean some taxes, and that's basically it, right? Because I am very normal, all right? Yeah, it's me, I.A.N. Koshinsky. It is I. We are all. Little did you know, you thought I.A.N. Koshinsky was one person. I.A.N. Koshinsky is actually the code name for all Breadtubers. We are all I.A.N. Koshinsky. All right. Sorry, I had to be the one to drop this on you. All right. That hat is amazing. Thank you. I love this hat. It's custom. It's the name of the operation. Yep. Yeah. Project I.A.N. I.A.N. Yeah. It's just like. It's just like a codename Kids Next Door code name. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Project I.A.N. 100%. I'm Agent S. All right, I work in the same department as Perry the Platypus. You know, Agent P, cool guy. I'm Agent S. Wild stuff. Yeah, number number 6. Yeah, I am number 6. I am Agent S. This is the way the world works. Nothing. And I'm sorry because there have been leaked files exposing serious psyops veterans astroturfing Breadtube star to counter COVID restriction critics. We've done it. Fuck. Little did you know, when we say that restrictions are actually pretty decent when it comes to protecting people against contracting COVID, and that protecting not only the elderly, but everyone who comes into contact with the elderly is also a really good thing. I am N-word sayer, clan ops coming here in near shit come. I'm also beautiful. So true. So true. So based. 100%. What is Breadtube? It's a CIA psyop. It's the CIA's attempt to make leftism cringe. That's what Breadtube is a loose definition for an amalgamation of left-wing social democrat and socialist content creators on YouTube and other platforms. That's, well, specifically YouTube. All right, that's Breadtube. Breadtube. All right, Agent 3. Yeah, I'm Agent 300. That's what the 300 means in my name. There are 300 of us. We are Legion. We are CIA. Man, I wish I was getting paid by the CIA, man. Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine all that cash money, all that dough? Maybe I'll have enough to finally buy pillowcases and you guys can stop yelling at me. By covertly recruiting popular YouTube influencer Abigail Thorne. At least they're using her real name. That's nice. To counter growing opposition to the UK government's COVID restrictions, psyop pros are bringing home the tactics they honed in the Syrian dirty war. No, I love Assad. He's cool. Assad did nothing wrong. No. Leaked documents have revealed a state-sponsored influence operation designed to undermine critics of the British government's coronavirus policies by astroturfing a prominent founder of the Breadtube clique of anti-fascist YouTube influencers. Yes, we are supposed to be, in quotes,
anti-fascist.
But little did you know we are working for the fascist Western terrorist organization, the CIA. We are them. Please look at the leaked documents. Yeah, I'd love to see the leaked documents in a second. The project aims to conduct psychological profiling and British citizens dissenting against policies such as mandatory vaccination and lockdowns, then leverage the data to establish a YouTube channel that portrays these critics as dangerous super spreaders of disinformation. Oh my gosh. So this is made to sound like super spooky. Conduct psychological profiling. That's a study. You know what a psychological profile is? When we do a Twitch poll, okay? That's psychological profiling, just so you know. That's the level of psychological profiling that's like, I know this makes it sound like Oh, you know what it is? Do I have that scene on me? Do I have that scene on me from COD? That's like, you know, you're fucking strapped to the chair and you have all the monitors in front of you. What's your name? Fuck you. Where are you born? Kiss my ass. That's what they make it sound like. Like they're going to like scoop up the numbers, Mason. What do they mean? The COVID restrictions, Mason. Like that's what they're making it sound like, but it's literally just a poll. It's literally just like a Twitch poll is what they're doing. They're just figuring out what people who are COVID skeptical think and then providing arguments to the contrary. Okay, that's literally all this is. It's not some sort of like some sort of like deep fucking, yeah, here we go.
Wake up. Wake up.
Where am I? Where's Reznov?
You will answer our questions. Do you understand?
POV, you said that we shouldn't have lockdowns.
Who the hell are you?
That's not important. What's important is who you are. What's your name?
Fuck you.
Where were you born?
Kiss my ass.
POV, you're COVID skeptical. You're COVID skeptical. Look what's happening. Look what the CIA is doing. Kiss my ass. The numbers. Call of Duty. Oh no. Wait a second. Can I see these leaked documents, please? According to internal documents, from where? Where are they from? Like Valent? Valent Projects, a social change communication firm founded by a public relations operative previously involved in the UK's Foreign Office campaign for a violent regime change in Syria. Oh, they're anti-Assad? Is that it? They don't like Assad? Is that literally it? This guy looks like he's high as fuck. You see that? Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Is it just me? This guy looks like he's high. Am I just racist? Click the leaked documents. Wait, let me see. What is this? What am I looking at? Was there anything here in the first place? Wait, is this it? Yeah, it's an Instagram PFP. It's 1 megabyte. RI project outline. Wait, I feel like this will give me like a fucking virus or something. Yeah, they might compromise me. Report for violation. This is it? This is the file? Yeah, I'm not downloading this shit. 10 zettabyte speed. Yeah, I'm not downloading this shit. This is I would never. This is gonna like destroy my computer. Okay, I have Windows Defender. I feel like if I downloaded this, Windows Defender would like instantly cut the internet and be like, you have like, you know what? Here, I see it. I know exactly what happens. You're like, oh my gosh, the Breadtubers. Oh my gosh, the leaked documents. All right. And I'm like, haha, let me debunk these guys. And as soon as I download it, it downloads a fucking virus onto my computer. And then Jimmy Dore pops up on both of my screens and goes, so nice to finally meet you, Shark. It's a shame that we won't get to spend more time together because this is the end of the road for you. And then like my computer fucking cuts and then like Hans and Jackson Dinkle come like combat rolling through my window and then I have to like fucking fight them off. Like I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen. I'm like 90% sure that's what's going to happen if I download that. So I'm going to not. I am going to not. I'm going to tell you that now. What the heck? Wait a second. Skull GIF. It's Skull GIF. Alternatively, they're a bunch of boomers. Oh, they're 100% a bunch of boomers. Like no shot. Wait, where's my stop? Wait, here we go. I want to see a little bit more of this because it's getting more funny the more I read it. Rural Institute has enlisted the services of Valent Projects, social change. Valent's central role in the operation highlights a trend of information warfare specialists bringing techniques they honed against targets like the Syrian government back home to the West. Oh my gosh, you're so oppressed. What a baby. As in Syria, where communications firms like Valent created, trained, and instrumentalized media organizations to further regime change objectives, they have covertly recruited famed British YouTube influencer to lend their carefully calculated message campaign in an authentic flavor. The PDF has almost nothing on it. Oh yeah, like yeah, 100%. Yeah, sure. If you have the PDF, if you have like the screenshots, I'd love to see it. 100%. Wait, Skull GIF? Wait, was Skull GIF on this? Wait, where did you guys see Skull GIF? Was it on here? Did I miss it? No, cringe. I'm cringing. Oh, that was a joke? Oh, I was excited for a second. Fuck you guys, bro. I hate you people joking on me like that. Oh, hacker movie tropes. Yeah, like the green numbers. The green numbers are like raining down. All right, and the hacker, he's like wearing a hoodie. There's a skull GIF. Yeah, 100%. Every single time. Chat does a little trolling. They're destroying my faith in humanity and in my chat. Yeah, hacker voice. I'm in. The New York Times, for example, published a lengthy 2019 profile of a young man named Caleb Kane, who supposedly fell down the alt-right rabbit hole. Wait, are you saying the alt-right doesn't exist on YouTube? Kane claimed he was de-radicalized through exposure to videos by Thorne and the popular breadtubers like Natalie Wynn of ContraPoints. During the Trump era, as the Google-owned YouTube implemented a raft of stringent speech codes, it began amplifying breadtube influencers through its algorithm. Bro, if you think we're like boosted through the algorithm like crazy, you are incorrect. You are wrong. You are incorrect, bro. We are constantly fighting the algorithm on YouTube, bro. With the sort of stuff that we talk about, it's a constant dance around the algorithm not to get like throttled into the ground. But okay, whatever, I guess. Reality can be whatever I want. Oh my gosh, it's Vaush. Popular breadtube figures including Vaush, a video gamer from Beverly Hills, socialist California named I.A.N. Koshinsky. Isn't this not even how you spell Vaush's real name? That's not even like his real last name, right? Irish laddie? Yeah, no way that's fat Ian. Oh, is this it? Are these the documents? Are these the leaked documents? Oh my gosh. Overview. Valence Projects proposing a two-phase project designed to curb the influence of pseudoscience material online. That's good. With the specific emphasis on the coronavirus-related anti-vax sentiment, the project ultimately seeks to develop an understanding of the psychological drivers behind the generation and spread of anti-vax narratives, which will also be relevant to the broader pseudoscience narratives, and use this understanding to develop and test public messaging responses. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? What's happening? We want to figure out why people are anti-vax, and we want to combat that. Wait, here's this. Along with Valent Projects, the partners collaborating on the project are Abigail Thorne, YouTuber, Challenging Pseudoscience. Oh my fucking gosh. Holy fucking shit. They're literally just giving them information about like, first phase of the project will comprise research, both outline and ethnographic. The second phase will focus on using insight provided by the research to design an intervention in collaboration with YouTuber Abigail Thorne, who runs the highly popular channel PhilosophyTube. Is that it? This is it? Figuring out ways to combat anti-vax narratives and then just like helping YouTubers combat anti-vax narratives? That's good. I wish YouTube would do something like this. This would be sick. They misspelled it. So good. Classic gray zone research going on. Look at the evil questions that they're asking. Why do people believe in anti-vax theories? Holy shit. Views towards experts on anti-vax. Views on experts with opposing views. Man, incredible. Who could have seen this shit coming? All right. If that's literally it. And then like evaluation at the end. Yeah, they're literally like, hey, let's make some videos about like why being anti-vax is bad. And then like the gray zone is literally shitting their pants. They're shitting everywhere. It is not good. Now, for a superficial understanding of Marxism, Ripperino. Listen, I've heard Vaush has read all theory, so I'm not sure about that one. Crude invective against Trump supporters. They disappear, or we all do. That's kind of true, though. They hate Trump supporters. Wait, does the gray zone love Trump? Are the gray zone like Trump is so based and red-pilled? Who is this? You're quoting a person called Propaganda Live? I can't show Vaush video, but nice meme, bro. Nice meme. Well, it doesn't just end there. He's like literally some random person. I love that. I love that. Do you guys really have nothing better to talk about on this goddamn platform? That shit's incredible. Well, there's this, but there's more. Obviously, there has to be Jimmy Dore. Wait, I didn't read the best quote. Oh, is there more in there? Well, let me see. Well, top breadtubers are best known for employing memes and theatrical ploys to counter right-wing narratives. They also dedicated intense energy to attacking the anti-imperialist left as tankies. What? Yes. Yes. They call me tankies simply because I don't like imperialism. 100%. Unless when Russia or China does it, then that's based imperialism, boys. And engage in secret red-brown alliance with right-wing extremists. This is it's not secret. It's literally true. They do this out in the open. This isn't like a secret. What's their name? Black Hammer? They were literally vibing with the Proud Boys, an actual right-wing terrorist organization. Yeah, and Jimmy Dore with like Boogaloo Boys, like an actual terrorist organization. What are you talking about? These are labeled true terrorist organizations that have committed acts of terrorism. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's no secret. No one ever said this was a secret. In his book, Breadtube Serves Imperialism, Examining the New Brand of Internet Pseudo-Socialism. Oh, Caleb Maupin likened Breadtube to the counter gangs deployed by the British and US intelligence to infiltrate and dismantle insurgent forces in Kenya. Holy fucking shit. Us YouTubers, we're all CIA. Do you really think someone like Vaush can be CIA? Like, be on. Do you unironically think that like me, Vaush, San can unironically be CIA for just like a moment in time? You know, just think of us for a second. Do you think that we're even competent enough to work for the CIA? You know, it's just so good. Wait a second. Where do they get called a bitch? I do want to see this. Koshinsky? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Female high school athletes. Sorry you fucking suck, dumb bitch. Based. I mean, she was a dumb bitch and she does suck. I'm 99.9% sure this is talking about that transphobic little high school girl who said that the only reason why she came in 17,000th place in her race was because like 2 trans women were there and they ruined it for everyone, even though her ass like was nowhere near the top. She was like 7th place or something. Even if those trans girls weren't like racing, she still wouldn't have made it to the next like competition because she just sucked that bad. She's just ass. Like, what? Sorry, she sucks. She sucks. She's ass. Yeah, and and they didn't win. They came in like 3rd and 5th, if I remember correctly. Like, they weren't even like number 1 and number 2. They didn't like fucking Roadrunner run on those girls. Self-described libertarian socialist has earned the moniker Vaush Limbaugh. Wait, I saw them talking about this and this shit's so funny. Can we do this? Can we do this more? Can we start calling Vaush Limbaugh? Can we? I'd like that personally. Vaush Limbaugh. Neocon Vaush Limbaugh. It's so true. Shark Bolton. No, please. Why do I have to be Bolton? What the fuck? Well, with that being said, that brings us to here, which is back to the Jimmy Dore channel. As sad as it is, we're back. Leftist YouTubers co-opt counter-COVID restriction critics. I mean, you don't have to co-opt us. We just disagree with you. This is the definition of everybody who disagrees with me is like a CIA psyop. Like, that's literally what they're saying, is that everyone who disagrees with me has to be a psyop. I.A.N, fat I.A.N, yeah, I.A.N Koblinski, all right, has earned, his titles have earned him the moniker of Fat I.A.N, Vaush Limbaugh, all right, Irish laddie. He goes by many names. I.A.N Kolinsky. True. Cringe. They edited it before they called trans women biological men. Holy shit. Did they get blowback for that? And they're like, fuck. Backpedal on that. That's incredible. What absolute shitlords. What absolute horrible human beings. Receipts? Ooh, baby. You know how I love me some receipts. Oh, geez. Known for superficial understanding of Marxism. So this is the part where they were talking about Vaush again. Female high school athletes who complain about being forced to compete against biological males. Sorry, you fucking suck, you dumb bitch. Also, Sorry you fucking suck, you dumb bitch. Once again, true and based. True and based. Man, would you look at that? Amazing. Forced to compete against biological males. Why, as opposed to non-biological males, as opposed to artificial males. All right. I like my males how I like my lettuce, organic. All right. Isn't that true, boys? Isn't that true? Well, it's time to see what Dore has to say, right? Because he's always so freaking based, bro. I'm so glad I stopped watching Jimmy Dore a long time ago. When you get into the left and you stop watching Jimmy Dore, if you were around and you got into the left during like 2016, like you showing growth is you unsubbing to Jimmy Dore. All right? That's like the litmus test, is when you finally unsub to Jimmy Dore, that's when you know you finally made it. You finally moved on. And you're finally into the left. You've done it. He recently debated his best friend on vaccine mandates. Cringe. Oh, that do it God emote. It's quite a curious emote. Very strange. Very strange how that shows up.
Right now, I'm here with Max Blumenthal, and from the Gray Zone, and we're going to be talking about the Breadtube. Now, what is the Breadtube?
What is the Breadtube? He asked. Oh yeah, we had. Is this it? Max? Yeah, Max Blumenthal. Was this on Jimmy Dore's show, or was this someplace different? This may have been somewhere else. Take a look at this.
Basically, the Great Barrington Declaration was presented in these attack pieces to mostly progressive,
Oh, was it on Dore's show? Here, wait, let me see. Because I don't want to play it twice. Cringe, 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 cringe. He's wearing the black shirt. Now, this is a different time. He's wearing a black shirt here, unless he like puts a jacket on later. No, yeah, this is different. Okay, this is different.
Barrington Declaration was presented in these attack pieces to mostly progressive audience as a front for the Koch brothers, who are the key boogeymen. They're like the Montgomery Burns in the minds of any progressive,
they are bad. The Koch brother, because the other one died. Not that I don't support people dying or anything. I'm just saying, he died. So it's a Koch brother now. But they are bad. Are you going to say that they're not bad? They are bad, and they fund a lot of bad things because they're bad.
Libertarian industrialists who love polluting, and they were trying to keep the economy open at any cost and let everyone die from COVID.
That's true, though. They did want that. Green line go up. Some of you are going to die, but that's a decision that I'm willing to make.
So they paid off these scientists to call for preserving the economy and not doing lockdowns. That's the critique. So I asked Jay Bhattacharya, is there any truth to this about you being funded by the Koch brothers? And he said, no, none of us have ever taken money from the Koch brothers. Actually, Martin Kulldorff responded to that attack.
Yes. Expert level journalism. Excuse me, sir. Are you taking bribes to lie about COVID and the economy? COVID, which has killed millions of people worldwide and almost 1 million in the United States alone? Oh, no? Well, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Like, what? Expert level journalism. I asked him. He said no. Okay. All right. What the fuck is this? In Syria's Idlib, one desperate father is making gas masks from paper cups to protect his family against chemical attacks. That is so sad. In my house, one desperate media consumer is making masks out of plastic and paper bags to protect himself against shameless humanitarian interventionist propaganda. Thank you. Yeah, I hate it when families try to protect themselves from an authoritarian regime, gassing people, I hate that. Boo. I like POV. You say that you're left wing, all right, and you're pro bombing children. They like gassing children. Cringe. And here's the wild thing, okay? Here's the wild freaking thing. Before we even get into this, I'm sorry, but it has to be said. I'm sick and tired of being like proposed to be right wing from a bunch of fucking liberals, okay? I'm sick and tired of fighting tooth and nail for to talk about just what's happening in reality by a bunch of goddamn liberals. Okay. Cause that's what this is. Just so you know, that's what all of this is. Every single person that we've talked about here is to my right. politically. They all stand to my right. All of them are liberals. None of these people are socialists. None of these people are Marxists. None of them. They're all liberals. Jimmy Dore is a liberal. Max Blumenthal is a liberal. All right? You are liberals. I'm not going to take this dumbass criticism about me being right wing by some fucking liberals. Okay? It's not happening. No, it's reality. You're the liberals. Yeah, that's true. If you think about it that way. Anybody who doesn't actively support genocidal regimes around the world and think that it would be better if they weren't in power is a neocon. Okay? This is baby's first understanding of politics, and they are dumb. They are stupid. All right? They are incredibly dumb people with no understanding of the world. It's baby. Is it cringe? All right. All these people are to my right.
So Breadtube or LeftTube is a loose and informal group of online content creators who create video essays from socialist, communist, anarchist, and other left-wing perspectives. Breadtube creators generally post videos on YouTube that are discussed on other online platforms such as Reddit. Breadtube creators also live stream on Twitch.
That's me. That's me. That's me right there. That's me. I'm the guy. That's it. He did it.
Troops creators are known to participate in a form of algorithmic. I don't care about that. So they're supposed to be left-wing.
Why the fuck did you continue reading then?
People, and they're supposedly, when the New York Times wrote an article about them, they de-radicalize right-wing people into regular lefty stuff. That's what they said. And in fact, and their funding, this is according to Wikipedia, which Wikipedia is worth.
What do you consider regular lefty stuff? I don't know. I don't know what he means by like regular lefty stuff. Because Jimmy Dore is not a leftist. Jimmy Dore is a liberal. Okay? Jimmy Dore can be like left wing. You may even be able to say lefty. He's not a leftist. He's a liberal. Okay? Like, yeah, he means just him and his friends. Doesn't he have a Patreon? Yeah. Yeah, he has a Patreon. I don't get it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's happening? Regular lefty stuff, like empathy. Yeah, like caring about people who are bombed.
Shit, a lot of times when it comes to stuff like this. Many breadtubers are funded primarily by monthly donations on Patreon and refuse income from advertising and sponsorships.
True.
Really? As they are not dependent on such income, breadtubers have more freedom to pursue critical content.
True. Yeah. Sark, you don't understand? The only leftism is when screeching about M4A above all. Yeah, the real leftism is downplaying racism, downplaying sexism, being actively xenophobic, being actively anti-LGBT, all right? And saying that the Democrats are cringe and we need Medicare for all, all right? That's what they mean by leftism, just so you know. That's their definition.
Wait a minute. Well, here's what Caleb Maupin, who wrote a book about them.
It's Dinkle.
This is what he said about
I'm sorry, these two look goofy as fuck. I don't want to bully, but damn. Look at this, like, look at these two for a second, you know? Caleb Maupin looking like a ninth grader, like freshman in high school. That one kid in your class that always shows up in a suit for like no reason, you know, for like literally no reason. It's that he's this kid, all right? And this is the kid that always wanted to be cool but was never cool enough. Like it's incredible. White man syndrome got them down bad. That's true, bro. That's true. We'll talk about this.
Breadtube and what their real agenda is.
They are, playing up.
Ready? Here we go.
They are, playing up U.S. foreign policy goals and trying to stigmatize and isolate those who oppose U.S. imperialism, legitimate anti-imperialist, anti-war voices, mainly by trying to equate them with the far right, which is just ridiculous.
So what Caleb's saying is that what these Breadtube people are, actually, they inherit the United States State Department foreign policy. So they're pro-imperialism, and what they actually do is are there to confuse people and to make them think that people like me, who's always been an anti-imperialist, is somehow a bad right-winger. He says it.
Well, you're pretty right-wing. All right? You're pretty right-wing, bro. All right? No, I'm sorry. Just disagreeing with you on foreign policy and pretending like when Russia and China does like interventions, it's based. All right. When like there's a genocide going on, you say it's not happening. It's not real. And then like get mad when anybody's like, I wish like the UN would do something about like these people being fucking murdered in their own country. It's just fucking wild. Like these are the same people who were some of these people were like complaining about like goddamn Bolivia, Some of these people were actually anti like the Bolivian government that was coming. The shit was insane, man. Shit was insane. These people are insane. They're bad people.
Here we go.
I argue that Breadtube is dangerous. It is cultivating.
Yeah, that's true. And Rand Paul is anti-intervention. Doesn't make him a good person.
A generation of people not to be able to tell the difference between David Duke and Jimmy Dore. And if that is not dangerous, I don't know what is. David Duke is a racist, an anti-Semite, a hater, a bigot, a former Klansman. Jimmy Dore is a progressive, anti-war comedian standing up for truth and justice and peace. But you look at Vaush's comments, Vaush is trying to psych up his audience to equate Jimmy Dore with David Duke. That's dangerous, and you need to oppose that. And that's why.
No, I mean, here. I do think that Jimmy Dore and David Duke are similar in one way. You shouldn't listen to them, and they're both bad people. You shouldn't listen to them, and they're both bad people. Yeah, they've got Vaush derangement syndrome. It's coming. Start invading the Ukraine. This is a thing that happens sometimes. Yeah, listen, invading the Ukraine. Actually, do you know they used to be a part of the USSR? Russia just wants their land back, you know? It's just the UN was super cringe to them. Just let them have it, man. Let them have it, man.
You need to, get out there and challenge these people.
So,
and they're anti-Taiwan. And all these people are anti-Taiwan. They're like, I'm imperialist. Never ask a Jimmy Dore anti-imperialist their views on Taiwan. All right. Never ask a man his salary. Never ask a woman her age. Never ask Jimmy Dore his views on Taiwan. Three of the deadly questions. OK, don't do it. Like, these people are fighting up to not be a part of the CCP, and they're like, fuck you. Get in there. Get in the Chinese cage.
We go to the gray zone. They have an article about this very thing, this very phenomena. It says leaked files expose serious psyops veteran astroturfing Breadtube star to counter COVID restriction critics. So that would be me and Max Blumenthal. We are COVID restriction critics, and I don't know of any other ones on YouTube that consider themselves left. By covertly recruiting popular YouTube influencer.
Yeah, there's a reason, because we're smart. We are smart, and you are dumb. That's why. Like, you're not in the minority because you're the only one seeing the truth, or I guess if you're going to say this, the only one not being co-opted. You're in the minority because you are stupid. I'm sorry. Like, just because everyone disagrees with you does not mean you're right.
Abigail Thorne, to counter growing opposition to the UK's government COVID restrictions, PSYOPs pros are bringing home the tactics they honed in the Syrian dirty war. Leaked documents have revealed a state-sponsored influence operation designed to undermine critics of the British government's coronavirus policies by astroturfing a prominent founder of the Breadtube clique as anti-fascist YouTube influencers. The project aims to conduct psychological profiling on British citizens dissenting against policies such as mandatory vaccination and lockdowns, then leverage the data to establish a YouTube channel that portrays these critics as dangerous super spreaders of disinformation. I've been a victim of this several times at a very, very high level.
What?
Data to establish mandatory vaccination and lockdowns, then leverage the data to establish a YouTube channel that portrays these critics as dangerous super spreaders of disinformation. I've been a victim of this several times at a very high level.
What the fuck are you talking about? I've been a victim of being called dangerous. Yes, you are. You are dangerous. You are spreading lies. You're spreading misinformation, and all of this to hurt people. It will hurt people. You are lying. And here's the thing, okay? Here's just like one thing, just like super quick. You should never listen to Jimmy Dore. All right? Ever. On anything. Jimmy Dore is not only like, we covered this a long time ago, but Jimmy Dore is absolutely like an insane person. Okay? He is insane. Like, I didn't know this until I looked into him. But the more you listen to him, the more you look into his past, the more insane it gets. So if you didn't know, he's a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. All right. The explanation of Building 7's fall is very plausible. I think people will believe otherwise, just want to believe that. And this is Dore. Who are you going to believe, the government or your lying eyes? Hashtag bridge for sale. Hashtag you should jump on it. I don't see why a fake building collapse after just taking out 2 skyscrapers I'm defending Cheney. He'd do it. I would be more skeptical than you're being. I'm not sure that using the word the same. Assume the government is lying and work back from there. So this is where Jimmy Dore begins every single thing that he thinks. So yes, are you a build Tower 9 person? You mean Building 7? Was it Building 7 or? Well, there's no explanation for that, and everyone just pretends like you're a maniac. It's that same shit. It's the big lie. Has a building, has a steel structure. My bad. Has a building, has a steel structure fallen since 9/11? No. He's literally jet fuel can't melt steel beams. 9/11 conspiracy theorist. Okay? Just so we're all in the same, so we're all on the same boat. All right? Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Conspiracy theorist boyo. If you want, you can look through all of this. You can look through all of this if you want, because they have time. Not only do they have timestamps, they have receipts for literally every single thing. Everything has been saved that's been out there, unless it's been deleted at some point in time. But if it hasn't been deleted, it's still out there. That he said that 2017 gas attacks are fake. Nice one. Thank you, Jimmy Dore. Murder of Seth Rich, he's a JFK assassination. Just he's got all of them. He's got all of the conspiracy theories. Look at him. Look at this fucking guy, bro. Do you believe in a single bullet, which is, oh God, so you believe that Oswald acted alone? You believe the government lying? But if you question that, you're a conspiracy theorist, and that's a problem. I'm certified hood classic. Remember the 2017 Las Vegas shooting? This one's a banger. This one's a classic. All right. Speaking of the tinfoil hat night, he said, I saw a picture of the room. I didn't see any shell casings. There should be a fucking pile of shell casings 4 feet high. He shot 60 bullets a second for 10 minutes. Are you kidding me? I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. I remember this. Yep, here he is at the tinfoil hat night. This has been saved. The tinfoil hat night. Are you kidding me? It was 137.
By himself. You're never going to see that.
Where are all the? I saw a picture. I just saw one picture of his room. So maybe there's more pictures. I hope. I'm sure there are. There's no. I didn't see any shell casings.
1,000 shell casings. Where are they? Show me a picture of the shattered glass on the ground.
There should be a fucking pile of shell casings about 4 feet high. He shot 60 bullets a second for fucking 10 minutes. Are you kidding me?
And they should be pulling bullets out of the asphalt, out of cars, and
Everywhere.
making sure they're all from the same fucking gun.
The heat of the projectile should be burned into the carpet because of how hot it was. That you should be able to look at the ground and see that it has been destroyed.
This is the guy people get their political information from. This is this man. This is the guy that people are getting their healthcare information from. This guy, there should be a pile of bullets 4 feet high that have like burned into the carpet, but it's all a lie. He shot 60 bullets a second for 10 minutes. No, or 60 bullets a minute for 10 seconds. No, didn't. Yeah, and that would be like 4 feet high, which, but whatever, I guess. It's not like reality means much to these people. I love the General Madness section. This one's also fun. It's so good. In another comedy sketch with alt-right character Saint Himmler, Jimmy Dore doesn't believe in Pizzagate. Jimmy Dore says he doesn't believe in Pizzagate. Despite that, Dore does not believe Pizzagate is real. He has enabled views of Pizzagate. The tinfoil comedy night, he brought up Pizzagate and suggested that everyone at the top is fucking babies. Jimmy Dore replied, "There's something to what he's saying. You're not far off." Listen, I don't believe in Pizzagate, but they're not far off. He's a Pizzagator, bro. He's a Pizzagator. I do a little research in the defense of contracting companies. It's just like, come on. Like, just for like a moment, can we think for a second and think, is this the man that you want to get like your information from? And even if you don't even really believe me, okay, whatever. Don't make this the guy. Don't make this the guy you get your information from. All right? It's ridiculous.
Designed to curb the influence of pseudoscience material on
Excuse me?
high level. Designed to curb the influence of pseudoscience. Yeah, the study of Breadtube, pseudoscience. What the fuck? I've never heard someone try and pronounce pseudoscience like that. Yeah, fucking pseudoscience. What the fuck? What am I reading?
Pseudoscience.
Is pseudoscience material online with specific emphasis on coronavirus-related anti-vaxxing sentiment. The operation is run by the UK's Royal Institution and dubbed challenging pseudoscience. So this is...
He keeps saying it. He can't say that word. That's why Jimmy Dore can't point out pseudoscience. He has no clue what it is. My man has never seen that shit in his entire life. He's like, pseudoscience? What? What's that? Like, bro, he's been eating pseudoscience this entire time. He's like, what the fuck is that? He's like, why are you reading this shit off like as the 14th ingredient on the back of a like goddamn cereal box, man? Why are you reading this like this is like your medicine? Like this is your prescription. You're trying to read what drug it is. It's not that hard. It's just pseudoscience. Pseudoscience. What the fuck am I reading?
This is the government sponsoring people clandestinely to undermine people like me. And they've done it. Plenty. Its top patron is Charles, the Prince of Wales, next in line to the British throne, who recently hit out at supposed conspiracy theories surrounding COVID-19 vaccines. The organization received a substantial cash injection in 2020 from the UK's government's Culture Recovery Fund, earmarked for video production. Leaked files obtained by the Grey Zone indicate that the Royal Institution has enlisted the services of Valiant Projects. That's a social change communications firm. Campaign.
Let's skip forward a little bit.
Valiant has also been sponsored by the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, a U.S. intelligence cutout for a project aimed at investigating disinformation.
Bro, everything is a conspiracy theory to them. Anybody who doesn't like me is a conspiracy theorist. Everyone.
Valiant's central role in the operation highlights the trend of information warfare specialists bringing the techniques they honed against targets like the Syrian government back home to the West, where increasingly unpopular governments confront masses of citizens. Yeah,
and the USAID being in it, it's just like it's just like bullshit on bullshit, bro. I'm losing my goddamn mind. No, it is. It is Alex Jones tier. He like once again, Jimmy Dore is not any different than Alex Jones when it comes to like his conspiracy theories. The guy is insane. The guy is crazy. Is there a max channel points you can hit? Nah.
Overtly recruited a famed British YouTube influencer to lend their carefully calculated messaging campaign an authentic flavor. And there she is. And
well, at least they're not being transphobic. That's nice. Now we've at least we've gotten something out of this.
Head of Valiant, this guy right there, Emil Khan. So he's the head of that, and they recruited her to go at people like me and Max. And this is something, here's a typical tweet from him. He says, Russian info ops aren't what they used to be. Someone going by the name of Kicklenberg is about to publish an article in insert Russian state-affiliated media accusing me of being a terrorist propagandist, etc. So far, so yawn. Here's a short thread on what I expected. So anyway, those are the people. Max, now you wrote this article.
I love it. I love as they're a conspiracy theorist. They're like, it's so good. Okay. Because as you are an actual conspiracy theorist, okay, you're explaining your conspiracy, and then someone else with another conspiracy that just isn't, or conspiracy even, it's not even like really a conspiracy, but with like a conspiracy that's like politically unadvantageous to you. Now these are the crazy people. All right. Now these guys are crazy. Me? Building 7? That's Pog. Pizzagate? That's Pog. All right. The shooting never happened. Like 50 people didn't really die, or like the government did it. That's Pog. JFK assassination was fake. That's Pog. But this actual Russian state affiliated media that proudly proclaims that they're a Russian state affiliated media is Russian state affiliated media. These guys are insane. They're crazy.
What would you, first of all, do you have reason to believe this is not only happening in the UK, but it's happening here?
Definitely happening here. And the UK is often kind of a testing ground for these kind of information warfare operations. Kit Clarenberg.
Yeah, no context that starts any of the thread. He doesn't care about he doesn't need the context. He just says Russia bad, and we all know Russia actually good, so there's nothing actually more to talk about.
Who is a British reporter who has done some of the best work in unpacking a lot of the files that have emerged out of British intelligence cutouts around the Syrian dirty war, obtained these files from Valiant. They were leaked. And enormous credit to Kit for pulling this together. And I came in as editor and then provided a lot of background context on Breadtube and brought in Caleb Maupin as well, because Caleb has been writing about Breadtube and he nailed it in his book. Because
dude, Caleb Maupin's book was so fucking funny. That shit was goddamn hilarious. Okay, Bogar King, Caleb Maupin. Yeah, that's it. That's where we get our information from. Here's the thing, like, Caleb Maupin is just mad that we don't like China. And China is a right-wing authoritarian state. That's just like what they are. Okay? Like, and you can like not like the US and not like China at the same time. It's just kind of insane that we're going to sit here and like pretend like Caleb Maupin is some like beacon of light in the fog, in the dark. Mr. Bogar King. All right. Fuck you.
Although it was a hypothesis or his own opinion, his understanding of Breadtube as self-described Marxists or socialists who are constantly getting an algorithmic push from YouTube, whereas Jimmy Dore is suppressed and subjected to all kinds of speech codes.
What the fuck am I listening to? So what? Breadtube gets boosted in the algorithm, but Jimmy Dore has almost 1 million subscribers. Speech codes such as a cope. Yeah, like it's such a cope. Yeah, speech codes is you mean TOS? You mean I have to comply with TOS? You almost have 1 million subscribers, bro. How are you going to sit here and say that you're suppressed? What does this mean? I don't have every single sub on YouTube. I'm suppressed. This video has 138,000 views. How are you suppressed? Okay, my bad. I forgot. Jimmy Dore, most oppressed YouTube channel. Most POV. You're looking at the most oppressed content creator on the platform. Damn.
They're getting so much establishment props, getting profiled in the New York Times, that looks suspicious. And it reminded him, as it reminded me, of past intelligence operations to co-opt and divide the left. And that's what Breadtube...
Bro, I'm sorry. You know, like journalists report on things, right? I'm sorry. Them doing a profile... Where's your conspiracy brain here? Where it's like, oh, the mainstream media wants to profile this person just so they can keep tabs on them. Like, where's that? Like, you know, journalists actually profile people that they think is interesting, right? I know Max Blumenthal is allergic to like actual journalism, but when you come into contact with it, this is what it is, bro. This is what it is. If you're writing about like the socialist movement, because like it is pretty interesting that socialism has been on a rise. Don't you think the best place to start would be like massive content creators who are reaching hundreds of millions of people a year with their content that talk about these things? Don't you think that is like anything really? And it doesn't have to be conspiracy theory. It can just be like good journalism. I don't know, man. Once again, my man has no clue what good journalism is. So. My bad. And I just hate, I mean, it makes me so mad still being like labeled further right than these people who are like noticeably further right than me. Almost every single issue, they're further right than me. And don't even get them started on social issues. There's a reason why they don't talk about social issues, okay? They're terrible at it. Haas says conservatism is actually leftism and is actually socialist. That to be socialist, you have to be conservative. All right. Like Jackson Dinkle that he just put up on screen literally used to call himself a communist. And now he just calls himself an American patriot. Like Caleb Maupin. What's the guy's name? Dugin, who works for like the fucking Russian state. Like, How am I the bad person? And then like Jimmy Dore pushing like COVID-19 conspiracy theories and will never call out the Republicans on anything that they do. Like I'm supposed to be I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Yeah, he had a video literally called "Communism is Conservative." Yes, he thinks that like to be a Marxist or socialist, you have to be conservative. The guy is fucking insane and stupid. Sucking motherland dick? Yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. And they constantly downplay the right-wing regimes and the atrocities that happen in like Russia and China. It's okay, baby, sweet baby child. You can say that they're all bad. US, the Russia, and the China, you can say they're all bad. You don't have to pick one. You can pick none of them. It's very easy to be smart. But these people, they don't care about that. They don't care about that. They want to say US bad. They want to position themselves as, even though they're further right than us, as further left than us, simply because we think that like it's good that there's a uprising against a tyrannical regime like somewhere across the world. It's just like insane. And they'll never talk about Taiwan in this way. They'll never talk about like Taiwan being taken over. That's cool. That's based, actually. It's based when China does that. But okay. But the imperialism when like other countries, when the US does it, that's cringe. It can all be cringe. It's ridiculous that this happens. And I hate it. And it makes me just so upset. Fuck these guys. Fuck these people, bro. Like you're like, what? Can I take a look at this YouTube channel really quick? Where do you think that he's going? Is there anywhere in here where he criticizes a Republican? Is there anywhere in here where he criticizes a conservative or Republican? Anywhere? Where does he criticize one conservative? One. Nope. Not here. Nope. Not here. Nope. Not here. Nope. Oh, I forgot that he's like Rittenhouse needs to be free. I swear, like he's gonna come out and be like anti-BLM too. Oh no, that's literally pro a disinformation organization. Like disinformation organization that's literally against being left wing. Okay, super cool, super based. Nope, man, I'm trying to find. Nope, where's a single conservative? What? Look, every time he talks about a conservative, he's praising him. I would consider Bill Maher a conservative, like 100%. Listen, these people have one goal. All right, these people have one goal, and that's to make conservatism more palatable. Yeah, Vertas. That's literally it. These people are conservatives and play into conservative narratives. There's a reason why they'll always continue to downplay social issues, women's issues, racism, like any queerphobia, homophobia, transphobia. Sometimes they even like accept it. Sometimes they wholeheartedly grab onto it. They'll be way more friendly, amicable, and they'll accept conservatives into their movement while they spend all of their time like criticizing, chastising, otherizing, and destroying the left. Their goal at the end of the day is to make as much money as possible from this little niche, okay, which is make conservatism more palatable, make it look cooler, make the left look like they're the bad ones. And actually, so where do you go then? If he spends all of his time criticizing the left, what does that say about the right? He never has anything bad to say about the right, ever. He doesn't bring them up. Nothing bad that happens in this country happens. He never talks about them taking away women's rights. Nothing. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter to him or his or his cast of clowns they have here. All right. They want to position people like in office and other like left wingers as being so far away that they're pushing. They want to push them so far away from like where you are and where like he is that they're equidistant from you than the right. And so by that happening, he implicitly downplays the severity of the right, what they're doing with social issues, which are what they're doing to the country. They're downplaying all of it. Like the right is like, honestly, at this point, like they're coming up on evil. Okay. They just wake up and wonder like how much suffering they can cause today. And they go to bed happy if they cause more suffering than they did yesterday. That's like literally all that they care about. And they spend all their time like attacking the left. Like it's fine to attack the left. That's fine. Nobody cares. But you should have a balanced view of the world and what's happening. And these people absolutely do not. Because that's not their goal. They don't care about it. What they care about is making money off of this like red-brown alliance niche. I mean, take a look at this shit. Take a look at this shit really quick. Just one last thing. He covered the Chile like leftist president that just got into office. 2 anti-COVID vaccine videos, one getting 150,000 and the other getting 214,000. This man does not have an audience that cares about what happens to the left. He does not have a left-wing audience.